Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Today I am mulching, as you can see. My favorite job in the world, right? You guys too. Isn't that what we look forward to every season? Well, instead of just having a big old truck come and dump it at my house, I decided I was just going to pick it up instead, because this way at least it doesn't look like I haven't done something because the pile isn't as big. You know what I mean? So really the problem that I'm having, and you guys, you tell me, is it just me? I don't want to do this stuff. You get to a certain age and you just don't want to anymore. And I don't really know, why didn't I just do this before? Why didn't I do this 20 years ago? Why didn't I plan a maintenance-free garden 20 years ago? That's a good question, but I just didn't do it. So instead, I get the mulch every year and I mulch the flowers. So why don't you come along with me and check out what I've been doing to try to avoid this mulch. This is the garden that I wanted to show you guys. This is one of my perennial gardens. And in this garden, I've been converting it for the past few years over to a maintenance-free garden as much as possible. And what does that mean exactly? Well, there are perennials in here, but I needed to change it from perennials to bushes, conifers, because then I'm able to use different ground covers that won't compete with the bushes. So I will still get color and variety and flowers, but I won't have all that perennial stuff, where they just keep on spreading and I have to divide them. And plus then there's all of that weeding. So if I can have a ground cover that's going to choke that stuff out, then I don't need to deal with that stuff anymore. So let's get a closer look at what I've got going on here. This garden consists of roses, some perennial pansies. I've got this funky looking Japanese maple, which by the way wasn't supposed to look like that when I ordered it, but anyway, it's different. And then I've got some more roses here. In the back there, I've got the coolest conifer ever. Don't ask me the name, I don't know. I bought this 10 years ago, and that is pretty much all that it's been doing. But it does lose all of the needles. If you guys know what that is, let me know. Then next in the front, I've got some more roses. I've got some lilies, different types of daylilies here in the front, and another little tiny conifer, and some hydrangeas that I just got this year, and I stuck those in the back. Hosta in the back, and another little conifer deal, another rose bush. So this is basically what I've got going on here. You can see different plants I have, but let's talk about this ground cover. What is this ground cover anyway? This is called Stonecrop Sedum. It is in the sedum family, but it's not the same as other sedums. This particular one forms like a mat. It's a dense mat that weeds and things can't grow up through. So this is different. There are other sedums that get tall. They don't lay on the ground. And some of them, they're tall like this and then they just bend over, but they don't form that mat that we're looking for, because with a mat like this, then this is how we're going to get away from that mulch. This is how we're going to get our weed-free garden, our maintenance-free. Now, let's talk about how deep these roots are. Let me show you now. If I just pull some out here, you can see that these roots are very tiny. Very tiny. So these are not going to choke anything else out. If you have anything else that's growing there, really, even if you have perennials growing in there, I don't see where this is going to be such a huge problem, and you can easily remove it. But the other thing is that it will spread, and it will spread. But does it matter? Isn't that the point? For me, the point is just take over. take over this whole deal, and then I don't have to do any more of that mulching. So I really don't care. And you know what? If I wanted to plant a new bush, for example, and this stuff was in the way, all I would have to do is just move it to the side and dig a hole and stick it in there. And guess what? Within a year, it's just going to be all there again. So you don't really have to worry about that. I can see from here where I'm sitting that over there where you can see where there's dirt, there's some sedum over there. Now, I've also taken some and just kind of stuck it up there because I want this stuff to form a mat quicker. This has been here for approximately 3 years and I've done nothing with it. I haven't taken it and spread it around. I haven't done any of that, which I probably should have because then it wouldn't take so long. So when you're planning to change a perennial garden into a bush garden, rose garden, something that doesn't have perennials where it's more maintenance free, it will take some time. You could go and change it all this year and buy tons of stuff and boom, do it like that. You could do that, but I'm not working on that. I figure that I'm just going to buy a few plants per year, stick them in here, and then let this stuff take over, because in the back where you see nothing, I'm going to have to mulch it back there where there's nothing going on. So until this stuff reaches back there, I'm still mulching that because I don't want to have a problem with all those weeds taking over. So that's just how I'm doing it. You could do it differently. You could buy enough to fill your whole space and then just forget that mulch, forget it forever and never do it again. But I just chose to do it this way. That's all. Let's take a super close look at that stone crop. Now look at this. Look how tight it is in there. It kind of looks like a succulent plant, doesn't it? There really is no place for things to come up in between there. And if they did, well, they're not going to have some huge root system for sure. Are you like me trying to convert your full maintenance garden into a maintenance-free garden? If so, hey, I'm right there with you. I'm over here doing my work. You're over there doing your work. And you know that this stuff didn't happen overnight, right? So it's not going to be converted overnight. It's so frustrating sometimes, but you know what? Just keep going, just keep looking at each little plant at a time, and before you know it, it'll be over. And then you're going to have to find something else to do with your time, right? Maybe because you're going to save all that time not mulching. Let's hope so. Thanks for being with me, and until next time.